Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. It is a Supcom stream day, as is apparent from the game that I have up in the background, which is Supreme Commander. Anyway, we're playing on Sirius Major today, and while the lobby fills, I wanted to talk about a couple of things that are coming up. This video is going to get posted for those of you watching the recorded version of this on Wednesday the 24th, and that means that tomorrow night, that would be Thursday the 25th, at 7 p.m. Eastern United States time, I'm going to be streaming some Supreme Commander 2 multiplayer, and I will be on Discord. So if you have any wish to play that game and you want to be on the chat, definitely tune in. Of course, it is first come, first served basis. And if you have any terrible audio problems or echoing or that kind of thing, you will be summarily booted from the voice chat. But for those of you who wish to tune in, have a good time, that is the time to do it. And looky there, we already have a full lobby, just in the time it took me to say that. And I believe we are going to let the 600 play this time around, since we do have a couple of 800s and a 900 in here as well. He will probably end up on the same team as Nexus of Reality and Achieve Jaguar, so there's a little bit of balancing to be had there. Maybe it'll turn out all right. We will find out. As always, teams are randoms. The faction should be random, because that is the only way to play. There we go. Get that in chat. It's hard to type and say something different than what you're typing. It's a little bit weird. Tiberius is a 600. We'll give him the handicap. We'll let him choose his faction so that he is not walked all over once we get into this game. Anywho, let's see where we get put up. Okay, anybody on the south side, if you were in the stream, please shut it off. Do not want anyone peeking at things that they should not be looking at, because that is a naughty no-no. I'm on the right-hand side, and that means I've got 6 mass extractors to my name. And of course, for those of you who have played Sirius Major EP, you know that there is an absolute metric butt ton of reclaim on this map. So we're going to want a whole bunch of power right off the bat. And I'm actually going to drop 2 P-gens after the land factory, walk, grab 2 mass extractors, walk yet again, and drop 2 land factories right off the edge, which I hope that I can actually reach. I should, there we go. Should be able to fit 2. And then we're going to take our first engineers. We're going to go down here. We're going to build a hydro, and we're going to build a huge amount of power. And if I have time today, I had someone comment the other day that I should make a template of T1 P-gens that spells out Brink, so I can throw that up whenever I wish to, and I think that was an excellent idea. So I'm going to try to fit that in sometime today. It might die while I'm queuing it up, but we'll figure out what's happening. We're going to go ahead and go up here where we have plenty of build space, and we're going to lay in a row. Let's go 5 high, I think is going to be the name of the game here. We're going to queue up an engineer to assist him, and the other, we're going to come this way. Hopefully I flipped it before. Nope, the engineer is facing the wrong way. So we're going to queue him out of the factory that way. That way he doesn't take up any extra time maneuvering while he's on the build table, because that will increase your roll-off time. And we're going to go there. You're going to come over here. We're going to build that, walk, build that, and move you a little closer so we're inside the build ring. And then do the attack move order. Whee! Okay. One thing I do like about this map, and I think it was very wise on the part of the map maker, is that 100% of the rocks are on one side of the cliff. So that way the engineer doesn't like reclaim part of the rocks and then walk all the way around to reclaim some over here and then all the way around to reclaim some over here. Sometimes you get into some ridiculously stupid pathfinding issues when that is the case, but this map is not one of them, and I am very, very thankful for that. So we're going to grab this mass extractor right over here, and then we're going to build an energy storage out in the middle of nowhere, and then another energy storage out in the middle of nowhere, so that we have plenty that will come online. And I am at 11 mass per tick, which means I need to queue up some more of these. Need that reclaim to float this stuff, but I don't want to reissue a command to my ACU. I massively screwed up on my build there. Did not have enough allotted for mass extractors. There's my hydro done though, so we'll be able to fix that quite soon. And I can actually start, once engineers come off of this, I can start reclaiming along this edge as well. Because, like I said, there are absolute loads of mass. So we're gonna come out here and see what we can do. That's I need something bigger. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go 2 more, and that's gonna let us kind of bring out the actual bee here. And we're gonna wait till a later time to actually finish off the rest. So there's that. You guys are gonna go ahead and start attack moving, sucking up some of that mass. So that is all well and good. We've already got air scouts coming at us, which is not fantastic, but it'll work. At least it's not a bomber. That's all I have got to say. We're going to take you and go down here. You're going to grab that mass extractor, build a radar just to make sure that no shenanigans were pulled that day. We're going to build an anti-air right there and right there, just to kind of... Actually, I'm going to throw one over here too, because that'll kind of help with the whole, oh, there might be bombers at some point during this game. They'll have to fly over an anti-air to get to our stuff. Hopefully that'll be a little bit of a deterrent. So I'm going to back up with the radar. You guys are all set to build, so we are going to go immediately for a factory there and there. And then we're going to assist the ground in between. I think 6 engineers is plenty, and we are going to start reclaiming the crap out of all of these rocks. Now, you can see what we're doing here. This is why I needed all of this extra power. We're actually going to put another engineer on the power build, and we're going to make an R, which is going to be just like so. This will all be templated later. I'm curious to know how many PGens this is going to turn out to be. It might be entirely too much. I don't know. Let's go over here. We're going to build another radar a little bit more forward and then go for some mass extractors here. And the reason that I want one on this particular spot is that it is going to do a much better job of actually showing me what is going on in the entire corner here as well as over this way. We've got the ACU moving forward. You guys need to come over here and assist, and you are going to go for T2 right off the bat. We're also going to have to get some TMD down because I do not, absolutely do not want to get TAC missiled. And very shortly here, and I think that time is now, we're going to have enough to go for a T2 mass extractor as well. So, tanks coming in, that's less than ideal. We're going to try, there we go, skirt it off with the ACU. We got to cut that off. And we're going to build a few tanks out of this factory just to kind of try to make up for things. Why are all of my engineers going around the wrong way? That should not be happening. Come up here and reclaim. That's why I'm mass stalling so hard. Why you gotta be like that, man? Come on now. We're going to grab these two, come forward, get our radar in that we wanted the whole time. Get these in, and we do have radar there. So I know that if there are tanks, they're nosed up in the edge right over here. One thing that I am fairly fearful of is a gun comm coming in, which would be fairly disastrous. There's a scout, so no units over there. So we can comfortably place our ACU on the front line right there without having to worry too much about what's going on. So the move order from the factory and then attack move orders is going to kind of clear up that entire problem. We're going to build 1 T2 engineer, 5 Ilshis, and a flak. And that is going to be that. So you guys come back up here and assist. That's what I need from you. All right, we're halfway to a mass extractor. We are on a net positive income. You guys need to come over here and actually attack move like I want you to. And we're going to dive in with the ACU. So I don't think this is a gun upgrade. I'm actually pretty certain that it's not. But he is moving forward against the Auroras. And you can see the ACU is not outranging the Auroras, so that means he does not have a gun upgrade. And he is just walking in to the middle of this pack of tanks without any thought for his own safety. And I am totally okay with that. Narwhal, ... Were you not watching your move orders? I think you were not watching your move orders. You are going to die. Yep, there's the misclick call out. Oh, I hate that, buddy. Man, that's just sad. All right, we're going to land a couple overcharges here. Kind of help out while we can. See, all that energy storage that I had. I'm only on 1,000 or on 100 or so positive mass income. But I'm able to get 3 overcharges ripped off back to back here, which is going to clinch the death of that ACU. I'm going to back off, saving nearly full health, and that is going to be the end of that. Let's go ahead and grab 2 more mass extractors while we got the extra power online. I'm going to grab a T2 engineer. We're going to build multiple attack defenses through here because I do not want to lose my factory and I do not want to lose my things. We're going to do that right there. There we go. My base is protected. Move the tanks up. You guys are doing an awesome job of reclaiming, so we're going to do this right here. You are going to queue to the front so that I have Ilshivas. I only have 2, so I'm a little reluctant to push out. We've already got a T2 PGen down there, so he is going to be building rather quickly. I think that I am going to go for T2 on my ACU, because I'm going to have to get some T2 gens at some point. You two, we are going to queue right there. And you, we're going to queue right there. What have I got going on for power on this side? I am still plugging away at this R. This is quite a bit of power. This might actually be too much for a build queue. We're going to come down. What do I want here? This is 4 wide. So we're going to skip 2. 1, 2, and make another. And which way does the N go? I can never remember. It is from top left to bottom right. So we're going to kind of 1, 2, no. I think I need to go 1 wider. That's right. We're doing inane things while the game clock is ticking on. You guys come up. We're going to stop you. We're going to go T2 and Ilshivas 1 and Flak and 4. There we go. See? Anti-air paying off as well. All right, we're going to go down here and reclaim. We are at minus 46 and kind of flipping back and forth. We got a little bit in storage right there. So mass is reasonably balanced, but I'm on 99% on that upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and grab 2 more T2s. And where's that going to put me? Pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and bring all these guys over here because they're not really accomplishing much. And we'll start an air build or something. I don't know yet. I'm going to do that right there. And you guys, we're going to queue back over here and go for an assist. So there is that. All right, you guys, we're going to queue some engineers back here. Because that way, we will be able to go T2 on those 2 as well and just have a massive amount of production. And you may be asking, but Brink, why are you mass producing T2 units? That would be because I'm Seraphim, and the T3 is honestly not that great. I'm going to build, nope, I'm not going to build that actually. I am going to reclaim that because I have plenty of power at the moment, and I am going to go for a gun upgrade because I think that is the next most useful thing. We're going to deny all this stuff. We're going to immediately grab our trusty engineers and grab some T1 mass extractor spaces along with reclaiming some of this tasty stuff because you never want to turn down a healthy bit of reclaim. So there's that, and we're going to build a radar. Don't want to go over there. There's a T1 point defense, and I care not about killing it at the moment. This side is not looking super fantastic. Mid is a deadlock, as is usually the case. I don't think there's anything to worry about there. Let's go ahead and move over this way, and we have a T3 air factory, which means that I should probably be building a row of T1 anti-air, and that will be able to kill a strat bomber within a couple of passes. That's something that you want to have in your back pocket. Let's go ahead and build a radar up front so that I can use that superior range on my Ilshis, and we're going to raid down here with the Ilshivas. There's a T3 scout coming out. Push to come to shove. I can also build a T2 shield over my commander. But I also have a pair of mobile flaks out in front. So even if he does decide to go for mass gunships or air control or strat bombers or whatever the case may be, I will be able to provide a little bit of protection to my own troops. So you don't want to be out there completely helpless. So I've got the anti-air. I've got attack defense over here. I've got a gun comm with a good bit of reach and a lot of health. So I don't think I can be easily fire beetled. There is a T2 HQ in the back there. Oh, somebody died. And I think that was probably a combination of the T2 point defense and a gun comm. So good on us. We have killed 2 of the enemy team. I'm wondering which one died. Which one of these guys? It is not him. It is blue. So my side is not going to be weak. I probably shouldn't just rush in and do things. We're going to move you up there. And we're going to walk right to the edge with the Ilsheva and pick those 2 mexes off. That'll work out pretty well. And let's go ahead and grab some more economy. So we're going to go T2 there. Let's reevaluate with you. I think the 3 might be too wide. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that look like an N? That doesn't look like a very happy N. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. We're going to reclaim these. This turned out to be a good game to waste resources on this with. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a T2 shield up because I'm a little terrified of air at the moment. And Chief Jaguar is on our team. He is upgrading T3 on his ACU. And there is a Strat Bomber headed across. That is definitely less than ideal. He is flying over some of the anti-air that I had put in. And there are interceptors coming after that Strat. But it is going to be a hard thing to counter. Let's go ahead and rebuild our mass extractor as quickly as we can. And I think, yep, it is still alive. Flying around in the back. Need to get those inties on it, man. Otherwise, we're going to lose every single mass extractor we own, because it is vetting rather rapidly off of that. Not good, not good at all. The Chief Jaguar is teching at the moment. Let's go ahead and build an air factory and start pumping out some air to help with this whole mess. Of course, reclaim ticking up as that mass extractor comes into play. Yes, that was a T2 mass extractor that we killed there. So good on us. Let's go ahead and upgrade those 2 because I think we have the surplus. And we're going to try for a resource allocation bump and just see how badly we stall. So we've got 1,200 coming in. I think I can actually pause cycle this and do a reasonably good job of rassing off of 1,200 power. So we're going to go for it. But before that, let's go ahead and move up. We're going to attack that T1 point defense and that T1 point defense. And we have plenty of Ilshevas to spare along with 4 flaks. I think that'll work out quite nicely for us. Make sure there aren't any T3 units hiding in here. At the moment, I only see tanks. T2 tanks at that. But there are a lot of mobile shields over here which are preventing me from hitting. There it is. Preventing me from hitting these T1 point defense. So I'm going to lose a couple of Ilshevas here that I might not should have. But at the same time, I'm going to take out a point defense, only having lost 2, and move up on the rest of the units. Now, I'm going to have to chew through the HP on a factory to hit this, which is not awesome. I got a couple of Ilshevas hitting it, though, so I think I'll be okay. I'm just going to kind of roll with it and see what happens here. Black still in the back. We are good. We have filled our power bar up again, so I need to unpause there. We're at 1,300, and we're actually pretty balanced, so I'm just going to let that roll on. There we go. Ilsheva is chewing through that, and oh, good lord, there went all my Ilshevas. Strat Bomber ahoy! Nexus of reality. Defending himself with air, because that is exactly what he should be doing. And yeah, he's got 2 strats out now, which means it is getting to be more dangerous for those of us out in the field. I'm going to try to get the dodge in. Yep, successfully did not lose any there. Got my flak online, which is going to help me out tremendously. I need to pause you so that we can refill our power bar. There went 3 more Ilshevas. Is there any way somebody can kill that? Nope, we're still airlocked over here. So this game is by no means over. I'm going to move my mobile flak back up because I don't want it to die. We've now got forces coming in from Tan as well. Who is that? That would be Hothanathus. Whatever that's supposed to mean. So you're going to come back in here. We're going to unpause you. I do have the gun upgrade, even if I am not done with resource allocation and able to overcharge. That is going to lay in an extra 200 DPS on a pretty dang good range. So I think I'll be in a good spot. We're going to move this back up here. And voila, we're good. Okay, so Strat's flying over. They're going after the T1 mass extractors, which is honestly kind of dumb. And I just realized that I have another dead mass extractor here. And I should be upgrading that one. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to start capping. Because capping is a thing that should be happening. We're going to do that right there. Good, good, good. What are you pinging for? Ah, because he should be up at the front. Well, technically. But I'm not sure that would actually help because there is a huge amount of Ilshivas over there. Kind of like I have a huge amount of Ilshivas on my side. We're back down to 1100 power. Yeah, my power overflow is not looking particularly good right now. Back up to 500, so that's nice. Really need to get that one up. Okay. Sometimes we all need a lazy game, guys. For those of you about to say, but Brink, that's every game for you, don't even think about it. Alright, so we're going to do this right here, and we're going to find out if this looks like an N once it gets built. It might not look like an N. I might have to take a vote on it, but we'll figure it out. Alright, storage is just about full. Resource allocation is done on a Chief Jaguar's side, which means that he is most likely going to be able to feed me power. Yes, there it is. We've got 1600 overflow at the moment, and I'll be able to finish my RAS quite easily off of that. Now, I do have a couple extra T2 engineers here. One thing that I do need to be very wary of is the approach of a T4, which would be rather catastrophic for me. So I don't need that happening. I do have those there. We're going to go for another T2 here, which we're going to walk over and assist. Please cancel. 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 There we go. So we're going to do that. There's resource allocation done. And I just realized that I don't have radar coverage on the front. I do. But I was power stalling at some point. I didn't realize there were quite that many tanks there. But no matter. The Ilshivas are mighty and they are many. And I will be able to wipe these sons of guns out. No problemo. Just got to use that range advantage. Back them up. Get them out of reach. Get them out of reach. There we go. We'll walk them back in. Pursue a little bit. We need to go up to the north side here. Because I think I should be able to wipe these out without taking a single additional loss. We're going to do that right there. Good, good, good. And you, my friend, now that you're done, we're going to send the T2 engineer over here. He is going to cap off a couple more mass extractors. And we're going to go for the T3 upgrade on you, good sir, with the assistance of a couple of helpful engineers. Now, on this side, we need to upgrade you to T2 because you got stomped all over. And do that. You guys assist there. And we're going to build some mass T1 bombers. Because that seems like an awesome use of resources. I also just realized that we have loads of extra engineers over here, which we're going to move over there. And then I need to be teching more because most of these guys are probably moving to T3 mass extractors by now. Yes, they are, although he has an exorbitant amount of income regardless. So that's not great for us. But I'm going to grab you guys and you guys. We're going to build those. I'm going to build that, and we are going to reclaim. There we go. So I should build some T3 mobile artillery, because with that, I will be able to crash all of this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and go for T3, I think. Yes, I should be able to swing that. All right, we're going to stop you, because you just started a flak. We're going to go T3, and we're going to build the crap out of some T3 mobile artillery, the name of which I cannot pronounce because it's Seraphim. We're going to go with 5 T1 bombers and stop production there because I think that's probably enough for right now. And we are going to level out on mass relatively soon once all of this storage finishes building. So in the meantime, though, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to do that right there. Assist, get 2 storages, and then assist to get that online. And you're just going to keep building Ilshiv as an anti-air because I do need some frontline troops to protect my stuff. So all of you guys, we are going to assist right here. No, I'm not going to build any more things because I think I need to just play it safe for a moment. Here come the NGs wanting to encroach on my business. Can't let that happen. I'm going to go up here and do that. And yeah, that's probably my fault because I did not deny them the space. So obviously he's going to move forward and try to reclaim as much as he possibly can. We're going to wipe all that out, nip that in the bud. We're going to capture that. And no, we're not, because Ilshavas are going to kill it. So we're going to come down here and just build it. There we go. Here comes another scout. Those would be Percivals, and that is bad for me. There's also a T3 engineer moving up to the front line, which probably means Ravager creep. But I've already solved that problem, seeing as I have a T3 HQ nearly finished, and it will be pouring T3 mobile artillery out into the world momentarily. Then I'm going to do a slow upgrade here. We're going to go ahead and try to get a T3 mechs online because I need to be focusing on that. Going to assist there, and we're going to take T1 bombers. And I missed my opportunity. He is building SAMs up towards the front line, so I don't think I have to worry, like, immediately. But at some point in the very, very, very near future, he is probably going to build a Ravager, and I really wish I could have killed that T3 engineer with a T1 bomber while it was easy. Okay, we're going to assist you there. So that's going to be the next one I upgrade whenever this one is complete. And I have a whole lot of mass coming in thanks to some lovely reclaim. So we're actually going to go ahead and upgrade that one as well. Take advantage of the opportunity while we have it. Live life to the fullest, you know, all that jazz. And that looks nothing like an N. Nothing at all like an N. What am I supposed to do in a 4-wide format? Oh, good Lord. What is this madness? Why? White just died. He was standing right out front in the middle, and a bunch of Harbingers ran in and just focus fired the ACU down. That kinda sucks. Alright, so we got mobile shields and Percivals, which is not good for me. We're gonna run in here. Yeah, he is determined to get this stuff online. So I'm gonna go ahead and move up a little bit here and throw down some T2 point defense because Percivals. That makes me a little nervous. We're gonna kind of focus back here. My T3 mobile artillery has begun coming out, so I am going to be able to blanket fire this, which should go a long, long ways towards softening up these targets. I'm going to get you inside the shield first, though. Alright, so he's got T3 mobile artillery as well, which I'm going to assume is in the back. So I'm going to focus fire that little dot there, and I've got shielding, so theoretically I should be able to last longer. Let's go ahead and focus fire that in the back, and that is a Ravager, friends. That means the one in the rear is an engineer, and the artillery is probably a little further up. So I'm going to go right there. That looks like the only trajectory in line. We're going to finish those, and I'm actually going to step out of my safety zone here. And where's the arty? Right there. Okay, so you're a bit further back than I thought you would be. Nope. Nope. Ravager. Ravager. Stop. Okay, we got the protection of the shield for just a second. Maybe I can land an overcharge here. Oh, he's... no. Crap, I'm dead. Come on, hit it. Ah! Needed that vet. No, strats as well. Yep, I was too far forward. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing how much effectiveness a couple of mobile shields adds to a handful of Percivals. Because there were only 3 and the Ravager. And the fact that the 2 mobile shields are in front means that he can block 2 separate overcharges, which would have probably killed the 3 Percivals, in addition to absorbing several firing cycles from the T2 point defense. I really thought that I would be able to deny a couple of Percivals with just those point defense and the ACU being there. But obviously that was not the case. I would say, I don't know. I looked at what he had and I was confident that the defenses around my ACU were enough to deny what he was throwing at me. But obviously I was wrong. And I'm sitting here dissecting why. Jack attack, then don't watch him. I play this game for fun. I never ever claim to be a pro level player. And I make stupid mistakes all the time, as you guys can readily see. But hey, it's a good time. It is a good time. But realistically speaking, we've got 2 focused economies and half of a third controlled by an 1800 rated player who, while he is microing his base and everything else, has time to individually micro shields in with his Percivals to kill me. In addition to having strap bombers. Regardless of whether I'd come out alive on that with the Percivals, the strap bombers would have killed me. So it really didn't matter at all. All the Percivals had to do was drop the shield and I was dead meat anyway. Chat is stuck on stream. That is not good. Let me refresh. Well, that's not good. Let me see here. That has never happened before. All right, well, I'm going to have to work on that later. I will just take it off. Okay, so the question here is whether or not Achieve Jaguar and Ferb are going to be able to win this. And I think the likelihood of that is very, 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 very slim. Because obviously they have a pile of Percivals on the right side. They have a very large amount of artillery and T3 tanks on the left side. And Nexus of Reality has complete and total air control. So I think the chances are pretty much zero. Pretty much zero. Yes, Thursday is Subcom 2 day. I wish I would have been watching when White died, because all I could see was the fact that Harbingers were there after. And I know that it's very common, especially considering the fact that he was he the 600? I think it was Tiberius that was out front. You can see Harbingers and you think, oh, they're a weaker unit. I don't really have to worry as much about them, and I can get by with just a couple of point defense. But they are on the same damage potential as bricks. And the overcharges, actually somebody was talking about this in the comments the other day. I don't know who it was. It takes the same amount of overcharges to kill 10 Harbingers as it does to kill 10 bricks. And they have the same damage potential. Plus the Harbingers move faster. So it's very bad to underestimate Harbingers. But I knew the damage potential of Percivals. I knew what I was doing when I stayed out on the front, built a couple of T2 point defense, and just continued on my merry way. I did not anticipate the extra micro that Nexus was going to put into it. Because I don't typically play versus 1800s. And that's my bad for underestimating that. Because, of course, someone who rises to the rank of 1800 is going to get there by micromanaging his units and doing things carefully and having extra time to spend on the events of the battlefield. That's kind of what separates the 14 and 1500s like me from the 1800s like Nexus of Reality. That little bit of extra micro, that extra shield gen, just that little tiny thing here and there that really takes the cake on effectiveness. Someone is texting me, and I thought I turned my phone to silent. There we go. Now it is. A GC is probably not going to kill a Chief Jaguar. You can see he has got the full benefit of his shields, but pair that with a group of Percivals. Yep, there we go. Nuclear Oblivion has arrived. And now it's just a matter of time. I think Ruffers is trying to ground fire himself with T1 point defense, not realizing that point defense doesn't actually affect your own units. I don't think. It shouldn't. He has damage, but I don't think it's from the point defense. I think it's from the artillery. Yep. 21 T3 mechs. Kill more teammates, please. Yeah, that's kind of the broken thing about a map with choke points like this, where if you have someone die on the rear lines and you can't actually get to it to deny the eco, that just means more reclaim and more T3 mexes for whoever doesn't die. Yeah, I never saved my brink because I never completed it. I need to figure out how to make an N properly. Does anyone know how to make an N properly? Maybe I just need to make it bigger. But I don't want to make it bigger because I need it to be compact, because I don't want to be building like 200 power generators. Maybe I just need to do it with wall sections. And the GC claims another victim. Sorry guys, taking a drink there. Well, along with some Continentals. Because Continentals are badasses. They can both carry units and kill things. They're kind of like gunships. Anyway, guys, do not forget, tomorrow night, Supreme Commander 2, for those of you... Kill me. I love the wall sections there. For those of you who are interested, tomorrow night, Supreme Commander 2 multiplayer, I will be on the Discord server, and I will be welcoming people in to that. So if you want to get in, have a good time, definitely tune in. Otherwise, we're going to move on to another game. So let me reset a couple of things. You know the drill. I will be right back.